Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to Corpse Party's Sweet Sachiko's Hysteric Birthday Batch, also known as Corpse Party 2U. In the last episode, everybody was gathered to an auditorium that we'd never seen in Heavenly Host Elementary before, and, well, long story short, we pretty much got told up front that it is Sachiko's birthday, and for one special day, we're all gonna have lots and lots of fun before everything returns to the status quo, and then everybody's just basically running for their fucking lives in sheer blind terror again. Unless you're somebody like Kizumi or Yoshiki, in which case you're the one going around terrorizing other people. And yeah. So yeah, we were told that, and we were getting ready to set up a romantic comedy script and play, but Yoshiki was very strongly opposed to the idea of Azumi basically playing a romantic lead towards the main protagonist, being played by Satoshi, but he didn't really admit to such. He just simply objected just for objection's sake, and eventually he got on everybody's nerves, and, well, Sachiko proposed a little escape room scenario that if anybody could get through, they have the opportunity to escape along one other person, everybody else be damned, but that's only if they can get through the obstacle course. And finally, we started the next chapter, Shame on the Battlefield, and now we're in control of these two new characters, Ran and I forget this other girl's name, the one that's in front of me. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, really. It was just basically setting up the whole scenario, and now we're starting the whole thing proper. Anyway, Ran and what's your name? You're both wandering around the halls, I see. Now, what exactly are you up to? Scary people? You don't mean mental spirits, do you? I do. And they aren't far away from us from now. I could hear in her voice when she said that. She was shivering. And for it to make my dear wife shiver, it was clear that whatever this power was, it must have been something truly hellish. It's alright. Everything's gonna be just fine. Oh? How's that? Because my love will be your guide, dear wife. Strangely, as I said those words, I felt as though this wasn't the first time I'd said them. Probably because it hasn't been. Was this merely deja vu, or was there more to it? A sense of foreboding began to creep over me. Your love, huh? I could see her smile despite herself, which helped alleviate my fears, if only the tiniest bit. Can you think of a stronger force to be found anywhere in this world? Well, you can consult all the walls around you. I'm pretty sure they'd be happy to give you a straightforward answer. Eventually. Nothing can run deeper or stronger than the love of my lord. My love will protect and guide you in equal measure to that of your lord. That's quite reassuring then. By the way, that sinister power I mentioned, it seems to be emanating from beyond that door. For real? A great evil awakens? I'm afraid it is indeed for real, yes. Though whether or not it is a great evil remains to be seen. I wonder if there's going to be exploration segments like in Book of Shadows, where I just basically do a little point and click gameplay segments and just explore various areas while trying to find key items and such like that in order to advance the story. Because so far, I mean, everything else about the gameplay, as it were, has been virtually identical to Book of Shadows, even with regards to how the controls and the menu layout is structured. I guess it would make some of the festivity. Why can't I talk today? Why can't I ever talk any day? I seem to always butcher the English language at least once a day. And I've been speaking it since as long as I can remember. I'm a disgrace on the human race. When I saw the stern, serious look on my dear wife's face, my own face quickly followed suit. Although I swore to her everything would be okay, I could not justify that statement. A steady stream of doubt and unease flowed through me.
いずれにしても先に進むしかなさそうね。主よ、お守りください。
I don't believe we have much choice but to forge onward, however. Lord, please see us through this ordeal.
待て嫁、ちょっと待て。
Wait! Dear wife, please wait!
何？
What is it?
乗り込む前に嫁の髪の香りを嗅がせてくれ。
Before we embark on upon this challenge, please allow me to take in the scent of your hair, dear wife.
まあ、いいけど。
As you wish. Well, I suppose that would certainly be a strong reminder in a place like this, full of stagnant air, of the bond you two share. And I mean, hey, this is Heavenly Host we're talking about, so anything to keep your mind on happy thoughts is indeed a good thing, even if they are unconventional means. Just ask Morishige. Because this was my wife, it should go without saying that every part of her smelled positively divine. But of all her many smells, her hair had always been my favorite. So I took a great huff of it here now, as if this were to be the last I'd ever see of her. Could very well be. The smell was enough to touch me to my core. I hope you don't react this way in a public setting every time you smell her hair, because that must be embarrassing. Ooh! Oh, dear wife, your fragrance is heavenly as always. That did the trick for sure. The feeling of absolute bliss spreading through my sinuses was overwhelming. Which I mean quite literally, as I found myself immediately fainting from it. Well, shit, that was a big mistake.
Ran? ちょっとラン、
Ran?
大丈夫なの?
Hey, Ran. Are you alright? You sound so concerned. I love it. As my consciousness faded, I could hear my dear wife calling out to me, her voice filled with concern. Even then, it was like the voice of an angel. My betrothed in all her splendor. Oh, very old-fashioned. I never really hear anybody use that word. My betrothed. Contented sigh.
ゴールできたら、もう一人と一緒に、か。
Oh, we're back here. So if I make it to the goal, I get to hightail it out of here. With somebody else.
ってことは、俺がゴールできたら、
Meaning,
篠崎をこんな妙なところから助け出せるってわけか。
Meaning, if I can pull this off, I can rescue Shinozaki from this hell. Yeah, well, what about all your other precious friends, Yoshiki? And, well, literally every other person here. Anyway, I want to take a look at the ending list. So, we're on number 1, then. in Shame Upon the Battlefield. So we got 4 different endings, I think, that I have to unlock. And much like in Book of Shadows, I'm going to try and unlock every single ending for each chapter before moving on to the next one. Just in case, like before, I unlock an additional scenario after completing the rest of the game that, I don't know, might somehow tie into the next one. And also because, well, I want to do it just for completionist's sake. Meaning, if I can pull this off, I can rescue Shinozaki from this hell. Actually, while it's on my mind, let me lower the music down just a little bit more, because I thought that it would have been low enough, but it turns out that even with as low as I adjusted the music volume in the first episode, some segments were still a bit loud with background music, so it was a bit hard for me to hear myself at a couple points. There. Now, if that doesn't do it, then, well, I guess I'll just keep adjusting it. Meaning, if I can pull this off, I can rescue Shinozaki from this hell.
さっきから岸沼くんが何度も私の方を見てる気がするんだけど、
What the heck,
顔に何かついてるのかしら?
He keeps looking over at me. Do I have something on my face? Yes, actually. It's your face. Your face is on your face. I don't care if that makes any sense right now. It's just your face.
よし、参加してやろう。
Okay, I'll do it.
よしき、本気で言ってるのか?
Yoshiki? You serious?
ああ、ゴールできたらここから出られるんだろう。しかももう一人と。だったら参加しない手はないだろう。
Why not? If I make it to the goal, I can get the hell out of here, right? And win freedom for everybody else, for somebody else too. I can't pass that up.
それはそうだけど。
Well, yeah, but...
いや、ダメだ。このゲームはやっちゃダメなんだよ。
No, you can't do this. Whatever this game is, it's not going to end well.
どうしたんだよ、サトシ。ムキになって。
What are you getting so worked up for, Satoshi? That should be pretty much everybody else's line to you.
だから
More
こ
or
のゲ
less
ームは
was
危
in
険
the
だって言っ
last
てるんだ。
episode.
もしかしたら命に関わるかもしれない。
Whatever she's got planned, it's obviously dangerous. You may be betting your life on this chance.
命だ?
My life?
そんなこと言って、単にラブコメしたいだけじゃないのか?
It's nothing that serious, man. Why would you think it's nothing that serious, considering everything that you've dealt with during the past 2 games up until this point? Romantic comedy or no, romantic comedy or no, there has got to be some danger involved. And I mean, she did point out in the last episode that if you still somehow manage to die here, even on this day, even if you're alive, or you weren't brought up into heavenly hosts during the events of the last games, you could still find yourself trapped here for eternity, as though you died here on literally any other day of the fucking year. That is literally what she said. There is certainly going to be danger involved, man. Think this through a little bit more. A minute ago, she was talking about having us put on a romantic comedy for her.
違う、冗談じゃな。
This is different though. It's no joke.
誰が篠崎を助けるんだよ?
Well, who else is going to save Shinozaki then? Huh? And there he blurts it out.
お前じゃ、拉致が開かねえんだよ。篠崎は俺が助ける。文句はないな、サトシ。
You may not be willing to push your limits for her, but I am. I'll save Shinozaki. You got a problem with that, Satoshi? You know, if I were in Sachiko's position right now, I'd be paying close attention to this and then be thinking to myself, okay, so this blonde idiot here clearly has a thing for the blue-haired girl over there. Maybe I can find a way to spin my little escape plan scenario into the romantic comedy. Make a little improvisation to the script, as it were.
Yoshiki.
Yoshiki.
岸沼くん、 さっきから何言ってるの？私別に岸沼くんに助けてほしいなんて言ってないんだけど。
Kishinuma? What are you talking about? I don't recall ever asking you to rescue me.
え？
What?
というか、とりあえず従ったふりをして幸子さんの隙をつこうと思ってたのに、余計なことしないでよね。
In fact, I've been trying all this time to play along with Sachiko and get close to her, so I'd really appreciate you not getting in my way. Your plans always tend to backfire, more often than not. So, as long as it's just on account of it being you, because you just always find some way to make things more difficult for me and everybody around you, especially if you being possessed so fucking easily. If you absolutely insist on having somebody going through with this plan of yours, have somebody else do it in your stead at least. Somebody who's not as prone to being possessed or making foolish mistakes on the fly as you are.
そう
Please.
だったのか。
Oh. I didn't realize. What do you mean you didn't realize? She flat out told you as much earlier.
ほんと、素人は黙ってればいいのに。
Honestly. And I'm sure like you should just keep his mouth shut and take notes. I could so easily flip this right back at you for everything that you've done so far. But for now, I'm not going to.
さすがにここまではっきり否定されるときついぜ。
I didn't expect her to tear into me this much.
でも、今は非常事態だからこんなこと言ってるだけで。
But this is a state of emergency.
篠崎だって。
I can't let her words keep me from doing what I know I need to do. For Shinozaki's own sake.
そのためには俺が頑張らねえと。
I have to do everything I can for her.
サチコ、その脱出ゲームってやつ、俺は乗ってやるよ。
Sachiko, count me in. I'll take part in your escape room challenge.
そう。幸子、ちょっと嬉しい。
I see. That makes me kind of happy. Yoshiki, you stupid fool. I beg of you, please don't do this. Anyway, hey Nana, I see we're switching to your perspective. I don't know what it is, but this Kishinuma guy, he kind of makes my heart skip a beat. Oh. Are we gonna try? Is this what they're gonna try to do? Are they gonna try to create a love triangle between Nana, Yoshiki, and Ayumi? As if this whole romance thing is gonna get any more complicated. It's gonna get more complicated. I mean, for God's sake. We already have the triangle between him, Ayumi, and Satoshi, well... I skipped a step. We have the love triangle between Ayumi, Naomi, and Satoshi. Because Naomi, wants Satoshi, Ayumi wants Satoshi, so they're both competing for him, and Satoshi is kind of oblivious to both of them. And then we got Satoshi, Ayumi, and you, Yoshiki. And now we got Ayumi, Yoshiki, and now Nana. How many fucking love triangles are we gonna see before this whole thing is over? Like, holy shit. It's gonna freaking turn into a love... I wonder if we'll see a love octagon or something. That'd be a big clusterfuck.
どうしたの、ナーナ？なんか心配事？
What's wrong, Nana? Something on your mind? Hello, Nari. And Chihaya. Huh?
ちょっとね。
No, I'm fine.
ナリちゃんはこの場所、なんだか見覚えがあるって感じがしない？
Doesn't this place seem kind of familiar to you, Nari?
私は別に。
Not really.
そっか。じゃあ、私の気のせいかな。
Okay, must just be my imagination then. I sincerely doubt that.
ナナちゃん、私。
Nana, I...
どうしたの、千早ちゃん。
What's wrong, Chihaya? Yes, speak
千
up.
早、言いたいことがあるならはっきり言いなよ。
If you got something to say, just spit it out.
だから、
I just...
もうイライラするな。なんなの？
God, stop being so mealy-mouthed. What is it already?
ナリちゃん、そんな言い方したら千早ちゃんだって言いづらいよ。ねえ、千早ちゃん。
Nari, if you speak to her like that, Chihaya is not exactly going to feel comfortable saying what she needs to say. Isn't that right, Chihaya? Well, yeah, that's true, but I mean, this is Chihaya we're talking about. Sometimes Nari pretty much has the right strategy in certain situations like these, and she just needs a little push. Yeah.
どうせ私はせっかちだよ。悪かったね。
Well, excuse me for being impatient when we're trapped in a creepy school of death. Well, yeah, pretty much.
ナリちゃんも
Pretty
責
much
めない
that.
でよ。
Please don't take that tone, Nari.
それで千早ちゃん、さっき言いかけたのは千早ちゃんも見覚えがあるってこと？
And Chihaya, were you about to say that this place feels kind of familiar to you too by any chance?
私もはっきりとは覚えてないんだけど。
Yeah. I don't remember it clearly, but there's definitely something.
じゃあ、私のこの胸のドキドキも気のせいじゃないってこと？
Maybe there's a reason for this pounding in my chest then.
千早ちゃんはあの岸沼って人見覚えある？
What about that boy, Kishinuma? Do you recognize him at all, Chihaya?
あの人には会ったことないと思う。
I don't think I've ever met him before.
そっか。
Okay.
でも、あのメガネの人は見覚えがある。
But that boy with the glasses seems familiar.
メガネの人って、あの学ラン着た人？
You're talking about Morishige, aren't you? Yeah, He left quite a strong impression on you two, didn't he? Back in Book of Shadows. Boy with the glasses? You mean that one? With the perfectly starched uniform?
ナリちゃんも覚えてない？
Doesn't he seem familiar to you, Nari?
私は記憶にないな。
I don't
千
think
早はど
so.
こであの人と会ったの？
Where do you know him from?
どこって言われても、
I can't really say.
なんとなく会ったことがあるような気がするだけで。
I just have this weird feeling I met him somewhere before.
気がするってあんたね。
A weird feeling? Really?
でもあの人確か森重作太郎って名前で。
Pretty sure his name is Sakutaro Morishige. Yeah, definitely him. That was right.
森重作太郎？
Sakutaro Morishige?
ナリちゃんも多分会ったことがある
And I
は
think
ずなんだけど。
maybe you've met him too, Nari.
そう言われると会ったことがあるような。
Now that you mention it, I kind of think I might have somehow.
ということは3人とも何か覚えがあるってこと？
So all three of us are experiencing some form of deja vu here, right? Well, give it a little time and these ripples will stop and your memory will become more
だ
clear.
ね。
Seems like it.
会ったことあるはずなのに記憶が曖昧になってる。
I really think we've seen these people before,
私だけじゃなくて
but my
ナリ
memories
ちゃん
are
た
so
ちまで。
hazy. Still, it's not just me. Nari and Chihaya are experiencing it too.
嫌なことが起きなければいいけど。
I just hope this isn't a bad omen. Well, even though this is clearly going to be a lighter and softer corpse party game, I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be a bad omen. Somehow.
ねえ、しげに。しげにもこれに参加するの？
Hey, Shig, what about you? Are you going to take part in this too?
ああ、助かるのが自分一人だけなら参加しなかっただろうが。
I intend to. If it were only my own salvation on the line, I likely wouldn't. But being able to rescue another as well.
マユは俺が助け出すんだ。
Mayu, I simply must rescue you from this purgatory.
しげにがそう言うなら止めはしないけど。
If that's your decision, then I won't try to stop you. You know, I wonder, do you still have your recently acquired corpse obsession still going on, Morishige? Because I'm pretty sure some people are going to get axed at some point, and when they do, I wonder how you're going to react to the inevitable carnage. And better yet, how is Mayu going to react when she sees you reacting to it? If that's your decision, then I won't try to stop you.
なんだ？何か気になることでもあるのか？
Oh? Does something about this bother you?
しげに、絶対戻ってきてくれるよね。
Shig? Just promise me you'll come back to me, okay?
ああ、もちろんだ。
Of course.
マユを置いてどこかに行ったりしない？
I never dream of leaving you behind.
そうだよね。しげに、頑張って。
No, I suppose you wouldn't. Okay then. Best of luck to you, Shig.
しげにはああ言っていたけど、なんでだろう。もう二度と会えないような。
He seems so confident, so... Why is it I feel like I'm never going to see him again?
こんなの、私の気のせいだよね。しげに。
It must just be my nerves getting the better of me, Shig. That's all. You know, I still want an answer to how some of you are still here. Shut up, Shimada! Thank you. You know, I still wonder how the hell are a lot of you here, because some of you died. So, yeah, I guess I can only assume that somehow Sachiko was able to bring back a whole host of people to this birthday party of hers, both living and dead. I mean, for fuck's sake, she was able to bring people from the moral world who haven't even performed a charm at all over into this school just for the fucking sake of having more special guests at this birthday party. So if she can pull that bullshit, then I guess her being able to resurrect people for her birthday too is really not that much of a stretch. So, I don't know. I probably shouldn't think about this too hard. First challenger is gonna be me though, obviously. I assume nobody's got any objections. No, I don't object. In fact, I kind of want you to be done and over with, to tell you the truth.
一番は島だね。最初は不利だからボーナスあげちゃおうかしら。
First challenger is Shimada then. And the first person has a disadvantage, so maybe I'll give you a little bonus too.
もっともゴールできたらだけどね。
If you make it to the goal, that is.
ボーナスか。なんだかよくわかんねえが、面白くなってきたぜ。
A bonus, huh? Don't know what it could be, but hell, sounds good. Things are getting interesting now.
おい、キリサキ。
Hey, Kirasaki.
何？
What?
俺がゴールしたら、お前を助けてやってもいいぜ。
When I make it to the goal, you're cool with being the other person I take home with me, right? Still trying to make a move on Toko, are we, buddy? Some things never change. Huh?
ま、それなりの礼はしてもらうけどな。
I mean, I'll be expecting something in return, of course. You don't... You're very forward. I gotta give... I almost admire you for it. Almost.
それなりの礼って、あいつ絶対ろくなこと考えてないよね。
pretty clear what something he has in mind. He disgusts me.
どうしたんだ顔色が悪いみたいだが
Meanwhile, you're just gonna stare at him for like 30 seconds and gush about how perfect this asshole is, right? There's something the matter. Your face is looking a little pallid.
別に
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing.
ゆうや心配してくれたのかな
Was Yuya concerned about me? In a very superficial sense, perhaps. Perhaps. But he's a very superficial man by default, so he can't really help that.
ゆうやは参加しないの
How about you, Yuya? Will you be participating too?
どうも興味が持てない
I have no interest in this.
ゆうやは他の男子たちと違って大人だよね
That's because you're a lot more mature than the other boys. There's a lot more... Yeah, never mind.
どういう意味だ
What do you mean exactly?
気にしないで
Don't worry about it.
なんか困らせちゃったかなでも困ってるゆうやちょっと可愛いかも
Did that bother him? Well, that's okay. Yuya's kind of cute when he's bothered. Yuya is a lot of things when he's bothered, and cute is not one of the words I would use to describe it.
ほんと島田じゃなくて
At least with the kind of bothered I'm thinking about, anyway.
私
Just ask
何考え
Yuya.
てんのよ
I mean, not Yuya, Yuka. Really, if it were Yuya instead of Shimada, I'd be okay with giving something in return. Gah! No! Bad thoughts! Bad thoughts! What of it? You're a teenager.
桐崎今度は顔が赤いみたいだが
Hirosaki, your face is turning red now.
なんでもないなんでもない
It's nothing. Nothing at all.
ゆうやにこんなこと考えてたなんて言えないよ
I sure as hell can't tell him I'm having those kinds of thoughts about him. You know, I don't even think he'd actually even be all that interested in sex, to tell you the truth. I think he finds more enjoyment in just mutilating shit.
そうか
Alright then.
お、島田がスタートするみたいだぞ。
Look, Shima's getting started.
まだ合図ないよね
Huh? But nobody's said to begin yet or anything.
もう待ちきれねえさっさとゴールして切り裂きのやつと
I can't wait any longer. I want to get to that goal so Kurosaki and I can... Dear God, you're a freaking horny bitch, aren't you?
俺だけ先にスタートしても別にいいよな
Besides, what does it matter if I get a little head start? No big deal. What is your own personal harem of girls just not doing it for you? With that, he flung open the door and ran through it to whatever horrors awaited on the other side. You stupid idiot. At least I'm getting my wish. And that you're just charging right on ahead. What? Unfortunately for him, a pit trap opened at his feet only moments after he crossed the threshold. Oh, come on, just a pit trap. Please tell me that there's at least some spikes on it at the bottom. Or something. And since he was running, he'd stood no chance of avoiding it. Almost as soon as he began, down he went into the depths.
いきなり落とし穴だ
Who the fuck puts a pit trap right at the start?
島田
Well, apparently Sachiko does, and to tell you the truth, so would I.
島田、フライングは失格だって学校で習わなかった
Shimada, didn't anyone ever teach you that jumping the gun is cheating? See, I fucking told you, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking called it. It is not going to be straightforward with Sachiko. There is going to be death and traps involved. Some of them are probably going to be very clever and very sadistic. In fact, I'm hoping one of them will be birthday themed, so I can probably get a cheap chuckle. Because I mean, it is her birthday and all. Okay, come on, this is your chance to impress me, Sachiko, with some of your traps. Is he dead? Probably. Wasn't there supposed to be no risk of dying this time?
幸子に逆らった奴は容赦しないということらしいな。
No mercy for those who oppose Sachiko, it would seem.
でもよ、逆らわなくたって今日っていうサービス期間が終わったら平気で死んだりする現実に戻るんだよな。
But even if we don't oppose her, once the special service day ends, we'll be back in our previous reality, where death is practically a given. Pretty much.
黒崎、まさかお前参加するつもりか？
Kurosaki, don't tell me you plan on participating as well.
どのみち恐ろしい日常に戻るのなら助かるチャンスは今しかない。違うか？
Well, if the only alternative is to wait out the day and go back to that hell from before, then this really is our only chance, right?
かもしれないが、
You have a
島田が
point.
どうなったかは見たはずだぞ。やめておけ。
But you saw what happened to Shimada. You're better off passing on this.
いや、俺も黒崎に賛成だな。ゴールした人間だけでなく、もう一人助けられるなんて機会はもう来ないような気がするんだ。
I'm with Kurosaki. I feel like the chance to save not only ourselves, but other people as well won't come around again. That's if you believe that Sachiko is telling the truth, and that she will actually allow you and whoever else you want to take with you to just simply go home. I mean, she's clearly a lot less homicidal and psychotically insane compared to literally any other day of the year. But I mean, I'm still not inclined to really trust her all that much, you know?
気がする？
She's given me literally no
お
reason
前らしく
to.
ない理由だが。
You feel? I'm surprised. Never been one to act on gut instinct, Fukuroi.
ああ、自分でもそう思う。だが、ここにいるともっとひどい目に遭わされる予感がするんだ。
I'm surprised too. But there's just something about this place. It's like if we stay here too long, we're going to suffer a really miserable fate.
しかしうまくゴールできれば、島田以外の白弾の人間は助けられる。
Whereas if we all make it through this challenge, we'll be able to save everyone from Byakudan. Aside from Shimada.
それは俺にも参加しろということか？
So you're telling me to participate as well now.
キザミ、お前が参加すれば6人助かるんだぜ。
If you do, Kizumi, and we all make it, that'll be 6 people we've saved.
しかし危険すぎる。
Yes,
落とし穴
but
以外にもどんな罠があるかわからない。
it's far too dangerous. We don't know whether traps are set beyond simple pitfalls.
そりゃ何が待ち受けてるかはわからないけど。
You're right. We don't know what to expect at all, in fact. Still.
でも俺がゴールしたら美月さんを助けてあげられるんだ。
If I make it through, we can rescue Mitsuki. You know, this is just a pragmatist in me speaking. But if you want to be cautious and a bit of a dick, to tell you the truth about it, what you can do is just go slow and steady and just let some other people go ahead of you, and then just see what happens. Just watch from afar. That way, if anybody makes a mistake and triggers a trap, you'll at least see the trap and know how to avoid it based on the mistakes other people around you make. If you pay close attention. You should also keep an eye out for other traps. You would also have to keep an eye out for other traps that they may avoid as well. That may not be all that obvious, but I mean, again, if you really don't care at all about I mean, if you're willing to, you know, be a bit of a dick here and just allow people to just basically be guinea pigs, I mean, you can probably make it out as long as you got enough people who, you know, make mistakes. Not that I'm saying that you should actually do that, mind you. I certainly wouldn't. I would just force myself to go through here. Even if it would get me killed, at least my death would give other people behind me a chance to make it out. But yeah, that's pretty much how I look at it. I mean, so yeah, you could either just go ahead and just, you know, urge people behind you, just pay attention to what happens ahead of them if something were to happen to you, or you could just be the more selfish one and just do what I just suggested. I mean, those are two viable strategies there, I think. If I make it through, I can rescue Mitsuki. Kurosaki turned to look at Mitsuki, hoping to indicate his intentions with the stern, determined look on his face. Mitsuki, however, completely misinterpreted his gaze. Hello, Mitsuki.
そうね。黒崎の言う通り、チャレンジする価値はあるわね。木南くんが行かないなら、私が行く。
Kurosaki's right. There's too much at stake not to take on this challenge. So if Kizumi won't go, then I will.
何よ、二人とも。
Wasn't the
やる気のない
dumbfounded
木南
looks
く
you
んより
two?
私の方がよっぽど役に立つと思わない？
Kizumi obviously doesn't want to do this, so I'm pretty sure I'll be a lot more helpful than he would be. That's true.
でもそれだと俺が美月さんを助けられないんだよな。
But then I don't get to save her if I make it through.
確かに美月の方が適任かもしれないが。
You would be the more reliable ally to have on our side.
なーに？何か問題でもあるわけ？
Come on, guys. You got a problem with me? Just come out and say it.
いや、別にそんなことは。俺も美月さんが一緒の方が心強いし。なあ、黒い。
No problems here. I know I certainly feel better having you by my side in there, Mitsuki. Wouldn't you, Fukuroi?
ああ、そうだな。美月がいてくれた方が助かる場面もありそうだ。
I can even see her stepping in to save us, should things get particularly tense.
じゃあ決まりね。
That's
全
more
員
like
で
it.
脱出するわよ。白檀高等学校、ファイトー！
Now, what do you say we all get going? Byakudan Senior High School, move out!
Oh!
All right.
美月、もう島田くんがいないから全員で脱出って無理なんだけど。それ気づいてる？
Does she even realize that without Shimada, there's no way to save everyone from Byakudan?
おっしゃ、クリア！
Yes! Finished! Huh?
ヒュー！やったね、涼介。あれ？浦部、みんな何話してたの？
Did you two just freaking complete the course? If that's the case, and if you two made it, then it can't be that bad, right? Then I guess everybody just simply needs to pay the fuck attention and just go slowly, and then I guess maybe everyone could get out, theoretically speaking. But then, now that you two are here, let's see if Sachiko is willing to honor her word. Nice, Ryosuke! Huh? Urabe, what's everybody talking about? I don't know what you're trying to say, Hammer Time, but I can tell you're not happy. For some reason, Yoshikazu Yanagohiri was now dragging a television into the auditorium. Well, being strained is not exactly a happy experience, so I guess there's that.
この人を見てると不気味というか、でもそれだけじゃないような怖さを感じるよ。
This guy gives me the creeps, but not just because of his appearance. There's something deeper than that, too. I just can't put my finger on what.
ここに残った人たちには、そのテレビでレースの様子を見せてあげるね。
You, lady on the left, who are you? There we go. Now anyone not participating can watch the race from right here. You got cameras set up here? How? I mean, this is an old, ancient elementary school. I mean, were surveillance cameras even a thing back during your time period? The time period where you were alive, Sachiko?
それにしてもフライングで早くも一人失格
Well,
な
then
んて
again,
せっかく集めた情報が無駄になっちゃったわね
maybe I guess maybe some asshole who got dragged into here at some point just brought a bunch of surveillance equipment with them for some fucking reason. God knows why. And well, you decide, well, hey, they're dead. They're not gonna need it anymore. So why not use it for myself? As fucking unlikely as that possibility is certainly. I don't think it's outright impossible. So your name's Aiko. Pity we had someone rush ahead and get himself disqualified, though. Guess all the information I gathered on him was for naught.
なほたん、幸子さんの隣にいる人って。
Naho, look. Next to Sachiko. Isn't that...
愛子よね。あのレーグコレクターでお金にもうるさい情報屋、庭愛子に間違いないわ。愛子まで幸せの幸子さんを。
Aiko Niwa. That information dealer who collects spirit items and won't shut up about all the money she plans to make. Did she perform the ritual too?
あら、なほちゃんからひどいものいいね
Well, not necessarily. She probably was just dragged here by Sachiko just because. Now, Naho. Let's not say things we can't take back.
あなたがレーグコレクターなのもお金にうるさいのも情報屋なのも事実でしょうが。
Why would I take it back? It's all true. You're an information dealer. You do collect spirit items. And you never shut the hell up about making money.
まあそうねでも一緒に言われるとすごく印象が悪いじゃない
Well, yes, I suppose you're right. Then you say them all in but when you say them all in succession like that, it presents me in such a negative light. Well, yes, that's true. I mean, hey, actions tend to speak louder than words when it comes to assessing a person's character, and when you put all those actions together without any kind of context behind them or anything like that, and nothing else to balance out the negative connotations, then well, yeah, don't be surprised if it paints you in a negative light, especially if you don't have anything to counterbalance it, you know?
別々に言っても大差ないと思うけど。
I sincerely doubt mentioning them all separately would make any difference. Actually, it probably would.
言われてみ
Again,
ればそう
context.
ねじゃあもう一つのなほちゃんの疑問私がどうしてここにいるかだけど
Alright, you have a point. Not really. But to address your last concern, namely how I got here,
それはね、幸子が解説役に呼んだの。
it's because I called her here as a commentator. See? Called it.
ですって
What she said.
ですってじゃないでしょ。あなた、ここがどういうところか分かってるの？
Don't you what she said to me? Do you have any idea what sort of place you've been summoned to?
それはこっちのセリフよ
That's my
ろくな
line.
知識もなしにここに踏み込んだのはなほちゃんの方でしょしかもさやかちゃんまで巻き込んで
You're the one who saw fit to enter a realm you know nothing about. And you even dragged Sayaka into your mess. Holy shit, I love you. You called her out on her shit. Keep at it.
今日は仮に呼び出されただけ
And
だ
I
から
like how you only
あ
look
なたた
just
ちを
slightly
助けてあげ
embarrassed
る
by
こ
it.
と
I
は
mean,
で
what
き
you
ない
did was just plain
でもね
unforgivable.
こう見えても私ずっと心配していたのよ
Before you ask, I've just been brought here on a temporary basis, so I can do nothing to rescue you. But I have been worried about you since you vanished.
どうだか。
Have you now?
あらあらこれまで何度となくなほちゃんの危機を救ってあげてきたつもりだけどずいぶん冷たいのね
Tisk tisk. giving the cold shoulder to someone who saved you from danger time and time again? A little appreciation would go a long way, you know.
その度にちゃっかりレアなレーグを入手してたのを私が知らないとでも思って。
And I suppose you think I had no idea you were really just after some rare spirit item each time, and only helped me when it suited your needs?
あら。
Oh my.
喧嘩は後にしてね。愛子、さっき落とし穴に落ちた島田のこと教えて。どんなやつだったの？
Save the fighting for later. Aiko, what can you tell me about that Shimada guy who fell in the hole? What kind of person was he?
じゃあ、もらった分の仕事はしないとね。
Yes. I best take care of business. I've already been paid after all. Actually, why don't I do it for you? I'm assuming... Oh wait, I can only access that from the bonus menu. Never mind.
やっぱりレーグをもらったのね。
I knew it! You got spirit items for coming here, didn't you?
そこはそれ。私もプロですもの。さっき失格した彼は島田海くん。でもキャラ的には海というよりは深いって感じね。
I'm a professional, so I shan't dignify that with a response. That in itself is a response, you nincompoop. Ahem. The boy who was disqualified was Kai Shimada. Ironically, his first name means pleasant. Really? That's actually pretty funny.
誰馬
Zing.
薬団高等学校の2年4組。粗暴な振る舞いから恐れられている一方で、不良や一部の女子からはカリスマと崇められていたみたいね。
Byakudan Senior High, Class 2-4. Feared by much of the student body for his violent conduct. Admired by fellow delinquents and a certain subset of girls. Definitely seems like yeah, he definitely has the personality type, doesn't he? So he was kind of a sad sack then. Very, very quaint description.
そうね。彼にはなんと彼女が10人。全員に好きなのはお前だけだぜって言ってたそうよ。
I bet he was also pretty sad in the sack too, if you know what I mean. Who? Most definitely. The rumor mill claims he had 10 girlfriends, and told each one of them, "You're the only one for me, baby."
わあ、最低。
Bleh! What an awful person.
お気に入りのサバイバルナイフは実は通販で手に入れたものってあたり、結構小物っぽいわよね。
On top of that, his trusty survival knife that he likes to show off. He apparently bought it through mail order. It's not even a high-end product. I don't know about that last bit. I mean, Kizumi's put that thing to pretty good use, and it seems... And for as much as he used it before he couldn't use it anymore, it didn't seem any worse for wear. So, don't underestimate mail-order survival knives. Or at least the one he has.
人のプライバシーをペラペラ喋って、情報屋の自覚ゼロなんじゃないの、愛子は。
Honestly, freely outing someone's personal details like that? What kind of information dealer does something like that? Does she have no pride?
でもまさに女の敵って感じみたいだし、少しぐらいならいいんじゃない？
Well, to be fair, he does sound like a danger to all women, so I'm willing to overlook it this once at least. Well, to be fair, he's not exactly just a danger to women. I mean, you just look at him funny, he'll just try to trash talk you with that knife of his, as well. Kizumi can attest to. But then again, Kizumi wasn't exactly scared.
まあ、
I don't think the man
11
can
股
even
を
feel
かけられる
fear.
被害者を出さないためにはね。
I suppose if it prevents him from landing girlfriend number 11.
全く同じ男として恥ずかしいやつだ。
Don't just get in people's faces like that, person I don't
そん
know.
な男には騙されないけどね。
Makes me ashamed to be part of the same gender as him. But my Seiko would never fall for such underhand charms. She's much too smart for that. Oh, I see. You're putting on the White Knight act, are you? Eek! Where the hell did you come from, you stupid dog? Ouch! What did he do? Damn. Well, okay. I guess Saika has a pretty strong right hook. Inumaru doubled over in pain.
いきなり出てきたからびっくりするのはわかるけど、さすがにさやか、溝落ちにコークスクリューはやりすぎじゃない？
Now, Saika, I know you were startled, but don't you think a sudden corkscrew to the solar plexus is overdoing it a bit?
いいのよ、こんなやつ。
He got what he deserved!
私も人のことは言えないけど、さやかは犬丸くんに厳しすぎる気がするんだけど。
I know I'm not exactly one to talk, but I sometimes get the sense that you're a little overly hard on Inumaru. Well, at least you acknowledge that you're not exactly one to talk.
何、家が隣で幼馴染だからって当たり前のようにくっついてくるんだよ。これくらい厳しくしてちょうどいいよ。
Can somebody give him a blanket? He's shivering like as though he's freaking cold. Hey, he's the one who sticks to me like glue just because we grew up as neighbors, and he romanticizes me as his childhood friend. The harder, the better.
気持ち悪かったよ、ナホタ。
Why? You just show up out of nowhere. You seriously skews me out, Naho.
犬丸くん、結構頑張ってると思うけど、多分さやかが行方不明になった後、必死に探してたんじゃないかな。
I don't know. I think he's showing remarkable restraint, personally. He was probably beside himself of worry searching for you after you disappeared.
犬丸が私を探し回ってたなんて想像するだけでゾッとする
Eep!
よ。そんなキモい想像させないで。
Naho, don't say that! I don't want to even think about that creep running around, desperately calling my name. Sends shivers down my spine.
やだな、さやか。そんなに恥ずかしがることないのに。君のためなら、たとえ地獄にだって馳せさんじるつもりでいたからね。
Oh, come now, Saika. I would never do something so embarrassing. And I would certainly go anywhere to find you, even to the depths of hell itself. Well, you're already in it, so, I mean...
っていうか、ほんとなんであんたまでここにいるのよ。ゲームだけやってる人には誰だかわからないくせに。
Speaking of, how in the hell did you get here in the first place? Let me guess. Special guest by Sachi. Anyone who hasn't played Blood Drive or read the manga will have no clue who you are. Wait. Okay, so when the fuck does this game actually take place? If we're talking about Blood Drive as in the game, or the manga as in like what, the Blood Drive manga or something, like, am I actually playing things out of order right now or something? Too late now if that's the case.
何をわけのわからないことを言ってるんだい、さやか。
What sort of nonsense are you speaking, Sayaka?
俺とさやかがステディな関係だってことを知らない人がこの世のどこにいるって言うんだい？
There's no one in this world who isn't fully aware that you and I are an item. News to me, asshole.
な関係じゃないし、もちろん知ってる人なんてどこにもいないし。
By the way, you do have a nice suit. Just want to put that out there. We are not an item, which means obviously there is no one in this world who would know that.
照れちゃって。俺のさやかは本当に可愛いな。
Look at you blush. That's my Saika. Cute as a button.
誰がお前のだ!
I am not your Saika, you dumbass dog! This was immediately followed by another of Saika's apparently famous corkscrews, exploding from her fist with almost superhuman vigor. And this one was aimed directly at Inumaru's nine tails, which were impacted so deep as to be virtually flattened. Ow. Those noises.
今度は耐えた。
Wow, still standing.
さやか、 俺の学習能力を甘く見たな。
Seiko, you underestimate my adaptability.
この犬丸に同じ攻撃が2度通用しないのはもはや常識。
It is common knowledge that I, Inamaru, cannot be bested by the same attack twice. Well, how about 3 times?
いつからそんな常識ができたのよ。
In what universe is that common knowledge?
それにこれだけ言っても私に気がないとわからない男の学習能力をどう評価しろと。
Besides, how am I supposed to trust in your mystical adaptability when you can even accept the fact that I'm not in any way interested in you? She's got a point right there.
またまた。さやかが俺に気がないとしたら誰が好きだって言うんだい？
Don't be absurd. If I haven't won your hearts, then tell me. Who has?
ナホタンに決まってるでしょ。ナホタンに。
Isn't it obvious? Naho! I give my heart to Naho. Well, I guess we're getting very explicit about the fifis now, aren't we, Saika? Well, Naho, what is your response? Do you accept Saika's love for you? Her puppy dog love? Not as in this kind of puppy dog on the left, though.
それもどうかと思うけど。
I'm not so sure about that either.
ナホタン冷たいよ。
What? Oh, that's mean. Well, if this is your first time telling her, I mean, give the poor girl a chance to really reflect on things. I mean, seriously, that's not something you should just casually accept, you know?
というか、もっと別に聞くことがあるでしょ。
That's beside the point anyway. Shouldn't you be focused on the main part of your question right now?
そうだった。犬丸、なんであんたがここにいるのよ。
Oh yeah, Inamaru, why are you here?
もちろん、愛が起こした奇跡だよ。
Simple. It's a miracle brought about by love.
聞いた私がバカだった。
It was stupid of me to ask.
真面目な話、幸せの幸子さんをしたわけじゃ。
Seriously
ないわよ
though,
ね。
you didn't perform the Sachiko ever after ritual to get here, I take it.
俺、こう見えて友達いないですからね。
That would be tough to do with no friends.
さやか以外興味ないものね、犬丸くんって。
Not that that breaks you up any. You only have eyes for Saika after all.
そういえば、さっきまでいた田口さん29歳がいなくなってる気がするけど。
Actually, speaking of random comings and goings, I get the feeling Taguchi, age 29, isn't around anymore either.
はい、私さっき見たよ。
Oh no, he is. I totally saw him not too long ago.
どこに行ったの？
Where was he?
詳しくはわからないけど、ビデオカメラ片手に外にフラフラって。
Don't remember exactly, but I can picture it in my head. He was all stumbling around with a video camera in one hand.
はあ、本当にもう空気読めない。
I've lost the ability to read the air here.
心配？
You worried?
まあね。
Maybe.
でもさやか、追いかけちゃダメよ。危ないんだから。
But Saika, you mustn't chase after him, okay? It's dangerous. Okay.
さえのきさん、多分だけど、その田口さんって人、なんか庭さんと話していたよ。
Sainoki, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think I saw the guy you're talking about. Taguchi, speaking with Niwa.
愛子と？
With Aiko?
正確には幸子と庭さんですけど。
To be exact, it was both Sachiko and Niwa.
嫌な予感がする。
I don't like the sound of that.
バカ犬！愛子さんはともかく幸子さんと話してたら止めるとか何かあるでしょう。
Stupid dog. Aiko aside, how could you see him talking with Sachiko and not stop him?
止めてたら褒めてくれたのかい？俺のさやかは。
If I had stopped him, would you have praised me, my Sayaka?
褒めるわけないでしょう。
Why the hell would I have done
誰があ
that?
んたのものだって？
And for the last time, I am not your Sayaka. Yet another love triangle. Naho, Saika, and, Inamaru.
本当に照れ屋だな、俺のさやかは。
My Saika is such a shy little goose. She just said outright right up to your face here that she's interested in vagina only. Naho's, to be precise. Get a grip, you sad little dog.
サチコ、関係者っぽい人適当に連れてきたからよくわからないんだけど。
I just kind of brought people here who had some connection with our other guests, but I don't know very much about them.
ねえ、アイコ、かわいそうなお兄ちゃんは誰？
So, Aiko, what can you tell me about that pathetic boy?
一言で言えば、さやかちゃんの犬かしらね。
The quick and dirty explanation is, he's Saika's highly maligned pet dog. Well, that does seem very adequate, a description for him.
なんてことを言ってる間にレースは始まってました。1位は篠原聖子選手。
Oh, but it seems the race has begun while we were talking. And currently in the lead is... Seiko Shinohara. Go, Seiko!
セイコ、早い！
Go, Seiko! So fast!
篠原選手、スタートは遅かったはずなのに、驚くべき速さで1位に躍り出ました。
Despite a delayed start to the race, Shinohara wasted no time jumping into the lead by way of her uncommonly fast speed.
まるでテレポート能力でもあるかのようです。
It's almost like she can teleport.
テレポート
Teleport!
私、ぶっちぎりだよ、ナオミ
Check out how much I'm lean by, Naomi! So I see we got spirits acting as obstacles too. Trip! Yeah! Best of luck! Show me your innards! Yeah!
ひどい光景。でも今の私はこんなことでくじけたりしない
What horrifying spectators! But I can't let it get to me!
なぜなら私の心にはナオミへの愛の炎が燃えているから
Because deep in my heart burns the fire of my eternal love for Naomi! Go, Seiko! Let that fire fuel you! Fall into a pit! Ah!
気にならないナオミの応援しか私には聞こえない
Cheer me all, taunt me all you want. Only Naomi's cheers entered these ears. And with that, Seiko sped up even more.
今日という今日は速攻で片付けるよ
Okay, Seiko, I'm cheering you on, but I mean, keep in mind what happened to freaking Shimada. Don't run too fucking fast. You might run into another pit. Today of all days, I need to put these legs to good
そし
use.
てナオミと一緒に脱出する
Then I can leave this place. Together with Naomi.
え今、聖子なんて言ったの
Huh? Seiko, did you say something? Prick those ears up again, Naomi. She just basically outright confessed her love for you. Again.
私、脱出ゲームに参加する
Oh wait, this is a flashback. I said I'm going to participate in this escape room challenge.
危ないよ聖子。さっきの赤い髪の人がどうなったか見たでしょ
That's not a good idea. You saw what happened to the red-haired boy, didn't you?
でもこのまま手をこまねいててもこのままじゃきっともっとひどいことになるから
Yeah, but I feel like if I keep standing around twiddling my thumbs, something much worse is going to happen to us.
ナオミだってなんとなく分かってるんでしょ私たちこのままじゃ大変なことになるって
You can feel it too, Naomi, can't you? That something really, really horrible is going to happen to us in here?
はっきりとは思い出せないけど私たちここで何度もひどい目に遭ってる
Yeah. I can't remember clearly what it is, but I feel like we've been reliving something really terrifying over and over in this place.
だからここは私にお任せ
Exactly. So just leave everything to me.
でも聖子
But Seiko...
どうしたのナオミ
So you're remembering that, huh? What is it, Naomi?
聖子が首をつってる場面が
I keep seeing this vision of you hanging. know. You know?
ごめん、セイコ。気のせいだよね。
Sorry, Seiko. It's probably nothing.
気のせいじゃないと思う。多分私、ここでそうやって死んだんだよね。
No, it's something, alright. I think that's probably how I died here. Then I hope for your sake you don't remember who put you in that position before you managed to get out of here. If you do.
だったら
I highly doubt it, though. To be perfectly fair. I mean, you're already dead. What? Then wouldn't that mean...
だからこそだよ、ナオミ。
Precisely my point.
その運命を乗り越えてゴールしてみせるよ。
I have to reach that goal, no matter what.
それって私のため？
For me, you mean?
私とナオミは親友だから。
Yeah, because you and I, Naomi, were bosom buddies. Ain't that the truth?
親友。ナオミにとって私は親友。
Bosom buddies. That's all Naomi thinks we are anyway.
私にとってはもっと大事な存在だけど。
To me, though, we're so much more.
親友だから。私、ナオミと一緒にここから出たいの。
And I want us to leave this place together, still as bosomy and buddy-buddy as ever.
セイコ。
Seiko.
ナオミは持田くんとの方がいいかもしれませんが。
Though I'm sure you'd prefer being rescued by Mochida, of course.
セイコ？
Seiko!
それは冗談として。
That was a joke.
そういうわけで、篠原
Just a joke.
聖子、脱出ゲームに出動します。
And on that, I, Seiko Shinohara, will now step forth and take part in Sachiko's escape room adventure. You keep basically, trying to pair them up, more or less. And yet, this is despite your own feelings for Naomi. You make me sad, Seiko.
セイコ、ちょっと待って。
Seiko, wait!
止めないで、ナオミ。
Don't try to stop me, Naomi.
もう止めない。でも、ちょっと待って。
I won't. Don't worry. Just hold up for 1 second. Naomi put her arms around Seiko and squeezed out one great big hug. Try not to give her a nosebleed before she goes.
ナオミ、いきなり抱きしめるなんて、みんなも見てるよ。
Yeah, you're gonna give her one at this rate. Eee! A sudden, unexpected hug from Naomi? Displayed for all the world to see, even!
茶化さないでよ。私にできる精一杯の激励なんだから。
Cut it out. This is just all the encouragement I can give.
ごめん。
Sorry.
そして、ありがとね、ナオミ。
Thank you, Naomi.
聖子、私もう止めない。
Seiko,
で
I
も
won't try to stop you,
絶対無事にゴールしてね。
but just promise.
約束だよ。
Just promise me that you'll make it to the goal safely. Promise?
体が軽い。こんな幸せな気持ちで走るなんて初めてかも。
Mahaha!
何も怖
My
くない。
body's as light as a
ナオミの
feather.
ためにも頑張ら
I
な
never
くちゃ。
I never felt such euphoria. I no longer have anything to fear. I'll run with all my might. For Naomi. I'm assuming that the wrong ends that I have to worry about are me making wrong choices on this obstacle course, right?
私、一人ぼっちじゃないんだから。
Because now I know I'm not alone.
それはどうかな
Aren't you now?
ピエロかもしれないぞ
You may be nothing more than a clown. A jester.
ピエロピエロ
Jester. Jester. Jester!
廊下に穴が開いてて先に進めないみたいだけど、
There's a hole in the
コ
floor
ース
here.
間違えたかな。
Too big to cross. Did I take a wrong turn somewhere?
そこ
gotta
の
make a
ドアが開い
bridge.
てる。
No, wait, I think that door's unlocked. Seiko cautiously inched her way toward the door, then trepidatiously reached out a hand and pushed it open. That scene transition glitched a bit. It's an obvious trap. Pitifully so. Vast quantities of bread? It's a bread eating challenge, big sis Seiko.
なるほど。廊下を走って各教室の障害をクリアしていくってことか。
Oh, I see now. We each run down the hallway and undergo a different challenge in a different classroom. Unfortunately for you,
せっかくのところ悪いけど、一気に決めさせて
this is my specialty. I'm afraid I'm going to make short work of your best laid plans. What, your specialty is eating bread, or is it just eating massive amounts of food in general? You even changed your uniform. Naomi worriedly watched Seiko strike a gallant pose via the closed-circuit television in the auditorium. A bad premonition began creeping over her, but she tried her best to ignore it, instead focusing all her energy on positive thoughts and encouragement.
Seiko, 頑張って。
Good luck, Seiko.
とりゃー！うりゃー！はい！セイコ頑張ってるね。でもサチコ言ったよね。
Seiko sure has given it her all. But remember what I said. This is a bread eating challenge.
パン食い競争？
Huh? Bread eating as in... Oh no. Naomi turned to Sachiko, suddenly realizing what she was up to.
ナオミは気づいたみたいね。でもセイコにはもう
Guess he's
聞こ
figured
え
it
ないよ。
out. But Seiko can't hear you anymore. One of them is poisoned or something, isn't
向こう
it?
への音声切っちゃったから。ね。
I turned the volume down the volume to that room. Not bad, huh?
まあ、幸子ちゃんたら残酷。
Oh, Sachiko, that's just too cruel.
セイコ、ダメ！
Seiko, no!
ほえー、おいわいわい！
Nothing to it. Only a month to go.
とどめよ！ペロフィ
Finishing move. Last lick finale.
セイコ。
Seiko. Stay quiet and silently root for her. Something feels off. Well, okay. Choice decision time. Something is obviously off about this, but I don't know what would happen if I tried to stop her. I might just end up dooming her, so maybe I should go with the option that looks like as though it would be disadvantageous to me and just root for her. Fuck it, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Stay quiet and silently root for her.
私の勘違いであって、お願い。
Please let my suspicion be wrong. Please.
とりゃー！
Eh? At that exact moment, everything went dark for Seiko. Her entire field of vision had been completely obscured by... something. Oh no. Holy shit, man. Okay, I guess I should have just gone with the first option after all. Seiko.
パン食いはパン食いでも、パンに食われる競争でした。
Bread eating wouldn't be a challenge at all if the bread couldn't eat you back. Yeah!
幸子ちゃん、ナイスジョークね。
Nice one, Sachiko. Seiko, not again. Wrong end. Totally called it oars. Number 1 totally called it oars end. Well, first decision and I fucked it up. At least it should only be good things from here on out. I mean, I can't... Maybe. But whatever, I mean, it's... what the fuck ever. Let's just get back to where I was. Well, at least they're kind enough to highlight the options I've already chosen. That'll make things so much easier for me to just... Actually, why would I even need to? Why would I even need to? I mean, I just completed it, so... It's not like I really need that to help me remember. Something feels off. Try to stop it.
Seiko! そのパンはダメ!
Seiko! Don't eat that bread! Naomi? It almost seemed as though Seiko could sense Naomi's feelings for a moment. And in that moment, she happened to notice a jumping motion within her peripheral vision.
パンの化け物!
Yeah! It's a bread monster?
パンが襲ってくるとは、ここはパンの惑星? なんてふざけてる場合じゃないか。
There's bread attacking me. Does that mean this is the dawn of the bread? God, what the hell am I saying? There's no time for pop culture references, Seiko. Seiko began running around, dodging the bread monster.
確かに聞こえたよ、ナオミの声。
I heard Naomi's voice. I know I did.
ナオミが私を心配する声聞こえたよ。
She was worried about me. It was so clear.
ナオミが私を助けてくれたんだよ。
Naomi saved me. She really saved me.
え？嘘。
Huh? No, what now?
ポロリ来た
！Splash zone!
来た
！Yeah!
ポロリポロリ
Drip! Drop!
ポロリポロリ
Drip! Drop! Fuck you, Sachiko! I know that there was no likely chance that she was gonna make it, but I mean, still, fuck you! My precious Seiko! Seiko! Seiko!
無理にでも止めるんだった。こうなるって分かってたんだから。
If I'd known this was what was going to happen, I would have stopped you. I would have done whatever it took to stop you.
ごめんね、セイコ。私が自分を信じきれなかったから。
I'm so sorry, Seiko. If only I'd actually listened to my gut. If only I trusted myself.
中島さん、あなたのせいじゃないわ。
Akashima, this isn't your fault.
いいえ、私のせいなんです。
No! It is my
セコが
fault.
助からないのは
I did nothing to save her.
知ってたんです。
Even though I knew this was how things were going to turn out. No, you didn't know how this was going to turn out. She didn't get hanged or anything. This is all my fault.
セイコ、ごめん。ごめんね。
Seiko, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
中島さん。
Akashima.
いいえ、あなたのせいじゃないわ。
No, this really isn't your fault.
教師である私がもっと用心してみんなを守ってあげられなかったから。
As your teacher, I must take responsibility for not doing a better job of protecting you all.
あ、サチコファクトを解除するの忘れてた。
Oh crap, I forgot to rescind the rule governing this place.
それじゃあセイコは絶対死んじゃうよね。
Which means Seiko is fated to die, no matter what. Don't laugh at that! It's Seiko!
サチコちゃんったらうっかりさ。
Oh my, Sachiko, how careless of you. Don't you fucking balk me! Fuck
カリ
you!
さんで済むレベルじゃないでしょ。
This goes well beyond carelessness. You think?
パン食い競争の次は普通の廊下ってわけないよな。
Ay, ay, ay. My precious cinnamon roll. Gone. Again. For the third fucking time. Stop torturing me. And Naomi. But especially me. Oh, man, now I'm gonna be depressed for a while. You know what? I think I'll just go ahead and cut things off here. We can figure out what's going to happen with the rest of this challenge in the next episode, I suppose. I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Corpse Party Sweet Sachiko's hysteric birthday bash. I always keep mixing those words up. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys for the next wacky episode and possibly more bread-eating monsters or... Well, no, I don't think there'll be more bread-eating monsters. But whatever the hell I'm going to be in for, I'll see you guys for it in the next episode. Take care.